held out for facts and you're wrong. Like, it's that simple. You just make a mistake. Just say, okay, yeah, I didn't check my fact. Okay, fine, whatever. It's not that big of a deal. Just look more into what you're saying next time.
Well, maybe you ought not insult people's families next time.
I didn't insult family. Okay, if you actually are listening, I can even tell you what I said because you didn't read it.
I don't care really to read a lot that you have to say after you call her silly little mail order.
Well, then if you're not going to read, then don't respond. That's how
Why'd
it
you
goes.
fucking say it? Because smart guy, guess what? I am coming to L.A. and I have friends there. A lot of them.
Sure, you've been saying that for 2 years.
And I've had shit I had to deal with here, and I had shit I had to deal with.
Oh, yeah, I'm too busy to go to L.A., but I plan to go to L.A.
Yeah, my grandmother was fucking dying! You little puke! I'll rip your fucking nuts off! You think I'm playing with you? You think I'm playing with you? I will rip your goddamn nuts off!
Well, for somebody who talks about being a master and everything, you're not really showing humility. You're not showing, like,
you
how
lost the right for me to be humble to you, you little shit. When you start insulting my credibility, start calling me a liar.
I insult your credibility.
You know me.
You
don't fucking know me. You don't know me.
If you want to actually have credibility, prove what you're saying. Like, if you actually, did all of these death matches
talk about my wife,
MMA fighters,
and you think you deserve any kind of
evidence of
respect?
it?
You're a fucking joke of a martial artist. You're a joke of a fucking knowledgeable anything about martial arts. You're a fucking joke. You're a punchline to a joke to anybody that's credible, that reads your shit. You have no idea how much they laugh at you and talk to me privately.
I don't care what
several hundred
people have
so
to say.
far.
Like, you're acting just like them. That's the other problem. If you were really a master, you wouldn't be butthurt about what anything anyone has to say. Any of my old teachers, if they heard half that stuff on the forum, they laugh and they go do something else. That's what a master does.
You
They
had
don't concern themselves with other people's problems.
what you say to me in person to well-respected people that are normally very humble in the Philippines, you get your fucking nuts cut off, period. You don't talk about a man's family, period.
I didn't talk about your family. You
said my wife was a silly little mail-order bride. And don't say you
actually, if you actually listen for a second, I'll say it. I'm just not going to say it if you're not going to listen. If you listen for 5 seconds, I'll tell you exactly what I said. But you have to actually listen.
I'm listening.
Okay, so the entire comment was a bunch of hyperboles. It was an example of you were on the forum saying like things for attention, and then I listed off examples.
No, I was babbling because I talk is what I do.
No,
I have hyperactive mentality.
Listen,
and you don't know what that is.
If you're as old school as I say you are, you'd have an attention span and you can listen. Okay. So I listed off hyperboles and examples, guesstimating why in the world you're talking the way that you are, such as, oh, he doesn't get any attention at home. Maybe his wife is a mail order bride, which is a reference to Orange is the New Black, by the way, because that's exactly from an episode of Orange is the New Black. And then there were other things in.
Well, I'm sorry, I didn't have access to American TV programs for about 4 years. I was living in a fucking squatter.
It's not a TV program. It's actually on Netflix, and it's just.
Oh well, I'm sorry. I don't have the luxury of Netflix. I don't have the luxury of Netflix. I don't have the luxury.
The luxury of Netflix is $7 a month.
Well, right now for some of us that's a luxury.
Okay, so
you're such a privileged little white bread. You're such a privileged little white bread.
California just to fight somebody, but you can't afford $7.
I can't afford to come right now, or I'd already be there.
I'm sorry, man. It's just you get a lot of inconsistencies with a lot of things you say. That's why a lot of people don't take you seriously.
They don't have to take you seriously.
You get really overly emotional under reactions. That's not how a master is supposed to act.
Yeah, you know all about masters, don't you, Mister? Yeah. Everything that you've demoed is it's so highly up there. You know so much about everything, so much more about it than people that actually do it.
I only claim on the things I actually know. I will talk about the styles, which I have done about 5 to 7 styles of martial arts. And yeah, I will talk about those styles. You'll notice that the only thing I talk about on Kali is just disarms. And the only reason is because they only work with compliance.